There are nearly 1,000 CASA programs across the United States, and there are 20 CASA programs here in the state of Oregon, including CASA of Lane County. The CASA really is the one constant in the life of the child. The caseworkers change, the therapists change, the teachers change, and their foster resource parent may change as well multiple times. We ask for volunteers to make a 2-year commitment so that the children can have the consistent presence of a trusted adult throughout the lifespan of their case.
When they're taken from their homes, when they're taken from their families, they're taken out of everything that's familiar, and they're thrust into a system that has a lot of uncertainty and a lot of change that happens often unpredictably. Sometimes the biggest gift we give to these children is showing up consistently with care.
I was a kid who was in foster care, and I got a CASA who really did change my life, and she just did that by being consistent and giving me the chance to see the world in a different way. So I know what the best of this program can produce, which is people who are just looking to make an impact.
As a peer coach, I've had the opportunity to get to know and to work with a wide variety of volunteers. And what's impressed me the most is just the diversity of them.
There are so many things that can make a person a great volunteer. And I think the most important thing is just being consistent and willing to give your time.
As an advocate, we actually assess what is in the best interest of the child from our point of view as an independent person. And then that's what we convey to the judge, what is in the best interest of the child. And we are the only ones who do that.
The judges really value us here in Lane County, and they're appointing us at the bench because they know that having those extra set of eyes and ears for the kids when they're going through the court system is very, very valuable.
There is extensive training. There is extensive support. CASA has a training program called CASA U. And they kind of cover the A to Z's of advocacy. You are going to have a CASA supervisor who you'll meet even when you're in training. Sometimes you'll also have a peer coordinator or a peer coach, an experienced volunteer who can come alongside you and mentor you throughout the process. But you've always got the support at whatever level you need.
We recognize that inflation has impacted everyone, including CASA of Lane County. We are learning to do more with less, and we really depend on our community for support. As a volunteer-driven organization, the global pandemic made a huge impact on us. We had a lot of challenges around recruiting enough volunteers to continue to meet the need, and now we're trying to recover. One of the challenges that we have is that we are written into Oregon law. The statute states that we shall provide a CASA for every child in care. However, the state has not provided the level of funding necessary to be able to meet that mandate. We unfortunately do not have the level of funding necessary to provide a CASA for every child, and we're meeting the need of about 40% of the children that need a CASA currently.
Even if you don't have time to be a volunteer, there are other ways that you can interact and participate with CASA that really benefits us, and that's fundraising, that's even, being an event volunteer, helping us with casino night.
Businesses that choose to partner with CASA of Lane County on a deeper level, they can become a business advocate partner. What that means is that they sponsor our events, they provide community volunteers to support our work, and they may even choose to do things like throw third-party events to benefit CASA or other opportunities to support our work.
CASA is the most meaningful volunteer role I've ever held.
I really do know what the best of this program can produce because I've lived it. I was 8 when I got put into foster care, had an amazing CASA who just gave me the chance to see things differently, and that's really what your advocacy provides, is just giving them the chance to see that they have opportunities that can really set them up for success.
I think I just do this because I care about kids. I think those of us that have more functional lives, we just assume that children have someone looking out for them, and a lot of children don't. It's nice to be able to step in and fill that role to some degree to make sure that somebody who cares about that child really is there looking out for them.
It's my hope that they receive the message about how important they are, how valued they are, and how much we do want to hear what they have to say. That their opinions matter and their voice matters.